Today we're addressing an elephant in the room. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Randa and today we're starting something new. Are you ready? So, the elephant in the room, okay, is that I haven't posted a video in a very long time. I don't know exactly how long. It's probably been months, but a very, very long time. So, hi! Good to see y'all again. I'm sorry? I don't know. Anyway, part of my, 17 different New Year's resolutions that I'm wanting to do this year is to get back to posting more often. So, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm working on here. We're trying something new. So, we're doing a sort of Stitcherista weekly cross-stitch vlog type vibe. I'm not posting every day. That just is even worse. But I was doing a weekly whip and chat, which is like an hour-long video, and then a weekly cross-stitch floss tube, which is like an hour-long video. And so having 2-hour-long videos every week that needed to be filmed and planned and edited and whatever, it was not happening. And especially with everything that I have going on, and I'll get into that later, but I decided we're going to try to do it this way. And what I mean by Stitcherista style cross-stitch vlog is that for a while, she doesn't really do them anymore, but she used to do like a clip every day, a little video clip every day, Monday through Friday, and then she would compile it all into one video and post it on like Saturday or Sunday. Mine would probably get posted on Friday, maybe Saturday, but nonetheless, that's sort of the vibe we're going for, because I can't just sit down and dedicate a whole hour to it, but I can dedicate a couple minutes a day to sit down and check in with you guys or whatever, and talk about what I'm working on and talk about my life and the whole thing. So we're going to be doing, it's going to be like a combined whip and chat, diamond painting update, cross stitch update, craft update, life update, everything combined into one. This is just, I have kind of a dumb name idea that I'm if you guys know me and you know my shop is called Randa's Crafty Corner. So I'm kind of thinking, because this is so a mix of everything, I'm going to call it Randa's Crafty Vlog. Listen, it might be stupid, but I'm kind of excited about it. Anyway, we're going to try that this week. This first clip is going to be longer than probably any of the others will be, because I kind of want to catch you up from the fact that I've been gone for months from YouTube, and also just sort of tell you what I'm working on, and then sort of get a starting point for the rest of the week. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's what we're gonna do. I guess life update. So I have no idea what you guys, my phone's gonna die, it's okay. I don't know what you guys knew about, I don't remember where my life was when I stopped filming YouTube videos, and I don't remember what you guys knew about my life when I stopped filming videos. So I'm just gonna kind of tell you where we are now, excuse me, and see if I can kind of fill in gaps. I don't know. I am done with school for the semester. I have been for a long time. I actually am starting back at school for my very last semester before college graduation. Next week is the start of the semester. I'm taking 3 classes this semester. I failed one of my classes last semester, so I'm having to take a third one to make up for it. But otherwise, I'm doing 2 classes that were planned. So, and then a third one that I'm having to make up for last semester, and then I'm doing an internship, and then I'm graduating in May, and that starts next week, that semester. So I've been off of school for the past month, and I have just been doing shop stuff and trying to get my life together for what's starting next week, and I put a lot of it off. And so this week is kind of a mad fucking dash to get everything that I wanted to get done over Christmas break done. And also, I have about 17 different New Year's resolutions that I'm wanting to do because I feel like there's a lot of areas in my life I'd like to make better, and so I've got a lot going on, and I feel a little bit stressed, but it's okay. We're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm still going to therapy every week. I'm still taking my medication. We're gonna be fine. But so school starts next week. I'm taking part of why last semester kicked me in the fucking ass so hard was because my degree program is stupid. If you guys don't know, I'm going to school for video production, with an emphasis in video editing. So I edit videos. That's my thing. And that is what I want to focus on. That's what I want to be, a video editor when I graduate. So it's like, that's what I want to do, but the video production degree falls under the umbrella of a program at school that they call multimedia graphic design. So a lot of the requirements for my degree involve a ton of graphic design. I am not good at graphic design. I'm okay at it. I can do it. I'm decent at it. It's not my strong suit. It's not what I enjoy doing. And so last semester was a crap ton of graphic design classes. It was nothing but graphic design classes. And I wish they had more video programs, and I wish I needed more video classes to graduate, but I don't, and they don't exist. It's just the way my program is set up. It's really dumb. There's not a better option. This is what I have to work with. But I'm almost done. So that's part of why last semester kicked me in the ass so much, is because there was a lot of graphic design and I was getting bad grades because they could, even if I would do step 1 through 7 or whatever, they would say, I don't artistically like it. It's not artistically good, and therefore you get a bad grade. And I was like, oh, I don't know how to make it better. I'm not good at this. So I had about a gajillion mental breakdowns throughout last semester, which is, I think, part of why I stopped doing YouTube for a little bit, and just had to get through it, just had to barrel the fuck through it. I ended all of my classes with a C, except for one. I thought I had ended it with a C when he posted, it was for my Photoshop 2 class, so this is my second Photoshop class I've taken. I did fine in the first one. And then the second one was really hard for me. And the teacher was very much grading us on our artistic ability, and I don't have that. So so when he graded my final project, I had a 71% or something in the class, barely a C. But it was a C, it was a passing grade, I was happy with it, I wasn't aware of anything else that needed to be graded, so once he posted the grade for my final project, I went, great, that's my grade, it says it's a C, bueno. Left it alone, assumed I had passed the class. And then I went back to check my transcript, because I was checking the grade for a class that I had taken a couple months ago, where I knew the grade was changing, I had been talking with the teacher. And so I went to check that and realized that my transcript had that class listed as a D. And I was like, what? Because a D is a failing grade, a C is a passing grade. So if you get a D, you don't get the credit and you have to retake the class. If you get a C, you pass it and you're fine. So I was like, as long as I can stay in C territory, I'm fine. No, I wasn't fine. I went back to where the online forum where you take the class, it's called D2L, and it said I had a 65%, which is a D. And I was like, why? And I went back and checked, and I remember when I checked my grade originally and thought I had a C, I was maniacally laughing in my chair in the worst way possible, because he had given me a really crap grade on my final project, even though I had spent fucking hours on it. And he said it was because it didn't play like a GIF. It was supposed to be like a GIF. He said it was just a standstill poster. And the reason that I was maniacally laughing at this is because I spent literal hours making sure that played as a video. And I uploaded multiple different files and said this is, and even in the comments said this is supposed to be a GIF, this is supposed to be a video. If it does not play, let me know and I can change it. And we can figure it out because this is a GIF. And he just gave me a shit grade and said it doesn't play and that's it. I screamed. I just evil laughter in my chair. I was just, because that was how much the semester has fucked me in the head. You know, that oh my God. I almost failed every single class this semester. It was awful. So, but I had a C. And so I was like, fuck it. I passed the class. It's not worth my energy to try to figure out why it didn't play. So I just left it. So then when I found out that I had a D, it's I would have emailed him, I would have fixed it if I had known it was going to be a D. I left it alone because I thought I had passed the class. Because I still to this day cannot figure out why my grade is a D. I've looked through, I can't figure out why it's a D. And I emailed the teacher a week after grades were due because that was when I checked my transcript because I thought I had a fucking C. Nonetheless, I emailed him and I explained what happened and I said, you know, this is why I didn't contact you earlier and I promise that plays as a GIF. How can I get it to you so you can see it, so we can improve my grade so I can get a C? How can we do this? And it's the same email I've been contacting him with him all semester. I know it works. And he has yet to respond to me. That was about a month ago. So he just casually failed me and won't respond to my emails. But I've kind of just accepted it. So I've kind of accepted that I just failed that class and I'm having to take another one this semester. And it's fine. It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. It still triggers me. Even a month after the semester has ended, it still makes me want to burst into tears because it was such an awful, god-awful semester. Nonetheless, this coming up semester is all video courses. I'm taking a video editing course, which I'm so fucking excited about. I'm taking a class that I didn't even know existed. It's called integrated design to multimedia, something weird like that I didn't even understand the name of it. It's a video class. It's basically a videography class where you shoot a video and edit it and whatever. And I was like, bet. So I did that. I signed up for that. And then I'm doing an extra class that's it's design related, but it's animation. So it's not graphic design, but it's graphic animation, if that makes sense. So it's moving parts. So it's more video-like instead of a flat poster. So that will be my most graphic design type of class, but I need to work on animation anyway. So I think it'll be a good way for me to practice that. And then my last credit is my internship. I have been working all month. I was trying to find a full-time job for a little bit, couldn't get one, don't have the qualifications for it, I need a degree. And so I decided, how about I do an internship while I finish school for the last 5 months until I graduate in May. And then come May, I can go to employers and go, look, I have a degree and I have experience. Hire me. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm doing. I did get an internship. So I am doing a video editing internship with a company called Bookster. It's like BuzzFeed, except it's just about books. That it's just about people who love books, and there's quizzes and articles and all sorts of crap. So I'm gonna be helping with their social media, and editing videos for them and stuff like that. It should be really cool. I'll be doing that for credit for school. It is unpaid. I will be getting paid zip. It's fine. I'm basically working for a company for free, but who cares? It's fine. It'll get me the experience that I need so that when I graduate and I have my degree and I have my experience, I can go to a job and be more expecting like $40,000 or $50,000 a year starting salary, because I will have the trifecta. I will have gone to school, I'll have a video reel, I'll have experience. I'll like a portfolio, I'll have experience. Done. So that's school. That's what's going on. That starts next week. In terms of the shop, I have always said that I'm not going to be able to keep the shop alive forever. But I changed my mind. So I don't want the shop to die. I don't. I love the shop. It's my baby. It's my brainchild. And you guys love it. And I don't want to kill it. I don't want to just get rid of it. And so I'm not. Even though between an internship and 3 classes, I physically do not have time to run the shop. So what do? I hired an employee. Yeah, I did. I feel like a fucking big girl. I just hired my own employee. Like, what? Nonetheless, I hired an employee. She's actually a family member of mine. So she'll be running, I'll still be like doing shop stuff that like, I'll still be creating things. I'll still be posting on social media. I'll still be coming up with new scents. I'll still be doing all of that sort of overhead stuff. But she will be handling like the production and shipping, that she'll be making the putty and shipping the putty. And I've taught her how to do it so that she does it the same way that I do. And then I'll just be sort of overseeing, responding to messages. Sometimes she'll respond to messages, sometimes I'll respond to messages, and I'll still be sort of the face of the company, but she'll be doing just production side of it because I don't have time to. But I want to keep the shop alive, so that's what we're doing, and I'm paying her and then keeping royalties from it because it was my brainchild. And this semester, until I get a full-time job in May, I will be living solely off of the royalties, because I won't have time to be making any more money, and I am not getting paid for the internship. So I'll be making about half of what I'm used to making from the shop. It is technically enough for me to pay my bills, but it's gonna be really fucking tight. Really fucking tight. So that's that. Thankfully I have savings, so we're good there, but it's gonna be tight. Nonetheless, that's what we're doing, and I'm kind of excited for it. So she's gonna be starting not next week, but the week after on her own. Next week is the last day of training because she wasn't able to meet this week, and then we're gonna go from there. I also, for the past week, I've had COVID. Yay! So my boyfriend and, well, technically, okay. So last weekend, so not like, I'm filming this on Monday. This is Monday. This is Monday the 9th? January 9th? Question mark? Can I check? No? I think it's the 9th. And not like this past week, but the weekend before that, like 10 days ago, my boyfriend and I started feeling not so good, and for whatever reason, we were a little worried that it was COVID, and so my mom had some at-home rapid tests stashed away, and so she gave us 2, and we took them. Mine was negative, but Perry's was positive. So we immediately went into quarantine. We're both vaccinated, but we still got it. It is what it is. And we both immediately went into quarantine, and he took 5 days off of work, because that's the work policy, is that 5 days and then you can return, but you have to wear a mask as long as you don't have any symptoms or anything. And he had some symptoms for like 3 days, and then the rest of the time he was asymptomatic. So he went back to work on last Thursday, and I have been quarantining ever since. Even though my test was negative, I have been feeling like crap. And I was like, there's no way, when I'm having symptoms and I'm living in the same household as somebody who tested positive, there's no way that I'm not positive. that it's like I must have not put the swab far enough in my nose, or like my symptoms didn't start until a couple of days after his, so maybe I wasn't actually positive yet, but I was later. Nonetheless, I quarantined anyway because I was sick. So I'm finally starting to feel better. I started having symptoms on like Tuesday or Wednesday, and I've just been sick ever since. So I'm finally starting to feel better. I'm still not 100%. I'm still really tired. I'm still whatever. My nose is still running. My sore throat has finally gone away. But we've been just sort of like camping in at home for the past week, for the past 10 days because of it. But he is back at work, and I am getting back to normal now because I think tomorrow will be my 10-day mark since the testing or whatever. I don't know. I'm doing my best because I didn't have a positive test, so I'm just doing my best. I stay at home most of the time anyway, so. And if we do ever leave the house, I wear a mask. Do my best. You know, I'm doing my best. But we have been ordering our groceries, like from Walmart and having them delivered to our house. Magical, by the way. It's amazing, and I love it. And it's like, I remember the first time we did it last weekend because we were like, well, crap, we need to go to the store, but we just tested positive. What do we do? So we had them delivered to the house. Listen, when those groceries showed up to our door, we opened the door and saw the pile of groceries sitting at our doorstep, and we were like, that's really nice. We didn't have to go to the store. So we've been doing it every week since. Because it's like $7 delivery, and you tip the delivery driver, and like they just show up at your door. You order it the night before, they show up the next day. It's fucking incredible. The only thing I don't like is that like they pick out your own produce. So like I get bananas because I make peanut butter and banana sandwiches for breakfast, and like they picked out like the most unripe fucking bananas that could have ever existed. They took like a week to get ripe, to the point where you could actually eat them. And so it's like picking out produce, the fact that they pick it out for you, I don't love, but everything else that you get in like boxes and stuff, that's not that big of a deal. Like you just pick it up off the shelf. That stuff is great. I love that. So, nonetheless, that's what we've been doing. And I think that's kind of life update. Today I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off a little bit. Just because I'm trying to get stuff ready I'm making like a bunch of lists and a bunch of instructions and stuff for my employee so that she can get stuff rolling for the shop in a couple weeks. I'm going to start training for the internship pretty soon. I still have putty to make this week. I have a bunch of crap I need to do, so this is the last week. School starts next week, so we're wrapping some things up. It's a little bit crazy. We're fine here, though. I still haven't taken down my Christmas decorations. We're fine, though. We're just in the Christmas season a little bit longer. It's okay. So, I'm going to tell you a little bit of my craft update, and then I'll hop off of here. This is already 23 minutes. Oh my god, not every clip is going to be this long. I apologize. Nonetheless, I'm a little upset about this, and I'm going to tell you why, and somebody help me. But here's what I'm working on. My first Adhd, y'all! This is Mini Citrine by Rachel Anderson. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen my little start progress on this. Isn't it cool? That's what I've been working on. I got the material pack, so it comes on 25 count Lugana, I believe. 25 count linen. It might be Lugana. I don't really remember, to be completely honest. 25 count something. It's a white linen, and it came with all the floss colors, and here's where I'm at. You start up in the very, very top left corner with Adhd, so I'm starting up there, right, see where my finger's pointing? Right in that very, very corner. Here's where we're at. I am very scared, though. And here's why I'm very scared. Because you can see there's still quite a bit. I've bunched it up into the Q-snap. So there's quite a bit of fabric. It's about yay big piece of fabric. And I'm just using all the DMC that came with it. And this is from this little Sleeping Fox needle minders from Mad for Minders, by the way. And then it's in a Q-snap. Here's here's where I'm scared though, is because whenever I've stitched anything, the first thing I ever stitched was on Adhd, so you just stitch it with 2 strands. God, my phone's gonna die, I need to hurry. But anything I've stitched after that on linen, I've stitched 2 over 2. I'm almost positive, because that means 2 strands over 2 of these little threads, right? So you create like that, right? And you stitch over it. Does that make any fucking sense? 2 over 2, right? So I started stitching this 2 over 2. And then I read the instructions on Adhd's website and realized that I think you're supposed to stitch this 2 over 1. So 2 strands of floss over 1 fabric thread, right? Usually I would just keep going, but here's what I'm scared about. And then just like, the floss is not the issue. If I run out of floss, that's not the issue. I can go buy more. Here's the thing is I'm scared it's not gonna fit on this piece of fabric. So if anybody has any interest in helping me with doing some math, this design size is 195 by 292. So it says it's gonna be 7 3/4 wide and 11 5/8 inches tall on 25 count. I wish I knew what size fabric this was. Do I? No, of course I don't. But if somebody can tell me what size what size fabric I need for 2 over 2, I'll measure the fabric and see if it's long enough, see if it's big enough. And if so, I can keep going. Until then, I'm scared to keep stitching on this because I've already gotten so far. This is a couple weeks worth of progress. I've already gotten so far, and the idea of having to restart is making me want to fucking cry because this is all just, there's a butterfly, but for the most part, this is all just concrete, like the gray in the background. I haven't even gotten to the fun part yet. So if anybody can do math for me and tell me what size I need so that I can see if this is gonna work, I would appreciate it because I'm very concerned and I don't really know how to fix it. I'm not experienced enough of a stitcher to feel confident in the fact that I could keep stitching this and it'll be okay. And it'll fit on this fabric. I'll buy more floss if I need to. I don't care about that. I'm worried about it fitting on the fabric. Let me know. Nonetheless, that's what I'm working on and I'm very excited. And I have it in the most expensive thing I've ever bought for cross stitch hobby is this. This is a floss buddy. You've heard me talk about floss buddies before. You've heard me talk about my love affair with floss buddies, but listen, this is the 90 pocket floss buddy. Does that not just make you happy? Because look at all those floss on bobbins, all nice and neat. It just makes me happy. This I got custom made from the owner who sells the floss buddies on Etsy. It's called Bags Plus, BAGZ Plus, PLUS. And I had her custom make this for me because usually she does have the 90 pocket floss buddies. You can buy them. If you don't see a fabric you like, you can message her and pick any, you can either send her a fabric that she can source and make for you or pick a different existing fabric that she has, which is what I did here. I said, I like this fabric. Can you turn it into a 90 pocket? She said, yes, ma'am. And then it ties together because it opens like a book. The thing that's different, and look, it has a little slot for your highlighter. Isn't that fun? The thing that's different is that I said I usually get the 45 pocket floss buddies, and I love that they have the big vinyl pocket on it that you can put stuff in. The 90 pockets don't come with that vinyl pocket, and so I said, can you put a vinyl pocket on mine? And she said, absolutely. So she put a vinyl pocket on it, and I keep my scissors and my chart. These are the rest of the pages of the chart that I haven't started yet, and then I have a box of needles in here, and I keep all the rest of the pages and my scissors and a box of needles and the whole thing. It goes right in this little vinyl pocket on this side, and then it's just the fabric on this side, and then it opens. And it's incredible because both of my Adhds, this one and the other one that I still haven't received yet, that I need to email them about actually, is, they're both exactly 90 colors. And so it fits perfectly in a 90 fucking floss buddy. Oh, I was so excited. This thing, between shipping and everything though, it was $100. I cried when I ordered it, but I love Floss Buddies, and I love the owner of the store so much that I did it anyway. I did it anyway. And it's adhd because it's all I'm going to use for my Adhds. It's incredible. So that's that. Please let me know if I can continue stitching on my Adhd, because I will restart it if I have to, but I'll cry a little bit. You know what I mean? And then I'm going to show you my diamond painting really quick. Hold your horses for a second. I'll be right back. Okay. All right, this is the diamond painting I'm working on right now. This is Snow Deer by Diamond Art Club, and this is Safina Art, isn't it? Yep, Safina Art. And this is where we at. Can you see that? I have a couple of sections up here on the top to go, and then we're good. Isn't it beautiful? Look at all of the, move forward. Look at all them ABs in Bambi and the little deer. Oh my God, he's so sparkly. And I just have a little bit to go. So we're getting somewhere with that. This is a square diamond painting from Diamond Art Club. It is a 43 by 59 centimeter, and I love it. I'm obsessed. I think it's great. There's a lot less information to tell you about that because it's just a diamond painting. I'm using my Muni Made tray, and I'm using my putty and my multi-placer, Patty Wax Super Sticky in my single placer, and my pen is from Amazon. It's just a blue sparkly pen. It's about all I have to show you. So that's what we're currently working on. I haven't stitched it all today. I haven't diamond painted it all today. I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I'll stitch later tonight. I'm probably gonna pull out another project that I have just because I'm so scared to work on the Adhd, but like somebody let me know, please. Anyway, that's it. This has been a 32-minute clip. Oh my God, I promise it won't be this long. I really do. That's it. I'm gonna continue on with the rest of the bullshit I have to do today, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, January 11th. I have coffee, and this mug's so freaking cute. Oh, I love it. My coffee, on the other hand, not so cute. So we have those like refillable Kcups thing where like it's reusable, I guess, that like it's the little K-cup thing that sits in your Keurig, but you fill it with your own coffee grounds and whatever. I cannot get that fucking thing to work for me. That like I'm in the very slow process of trying to figure out how to make coffee I enjoy in that. I can be very picky about my coffee, and so every time I do it, it turns out either like too bitter or too watery. And I'm trying to find that middle ground. You know what I mean? Today it's too watery. So yeah, it's not great. I might need to remake that. Nonetheless, we're here today. If anybody has I've told my boyfriend, I'm like, we just need to get like normal Kcups so it's already measured out for me and I don't have to try to figure this out, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, you're being ridiculous. You know, you just got to figure out what works for you. And I was like, but I don't want to figure out what works for me, you know. I want to just put my coffee in and be fucking done with it. Because we used to, the way that I remember liking, you know, the way that I've always done coffee when I lived with my parents was that my mom made a giant fucking, you know, she had like a normal coffee pot and she would make a whole pot of coffee in the morning. And it was delicious. And I can't recreate that. I'm trying to figure out how to recreate the kind of coffee that I had at home, you know, in my now home. So nonetheless, that's the journey we're on right now, but I'll figure it out. It is early in the morning. It's like 9 a.m. I just woke up. that's not that early in the morning, but you know what I mean. I had a lot going on yesterday, and I have a lot less going on today, which is good. So, yeah, I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off doing 1.5 million things yesterday, and then I had a psychiatrist appointment last night that was kind of exciting and kind of scary because he's wanting to add a medication. I'm currently on an antidepressant. It's called Cymbalta. It's working really well for me, but I'm very, very aware of the fact that I have ADHD, and I'm pretty freaking confident that my ADHD is quite severe. See what I mean? I just lost it. It's gone. Oh yeah. And I've been trying to fix the symptoms of my ADHD, because I mostly have my depression and my anxiety under control, and it's mostly that everything that I'm dealing with right now is causing extra depression and anxiety, but it's not, I don't think the root of it is the depression and anxiety. I think the root of it is my untreated ADHD. So that's what we're in the process of figuring out, that like I've always had sensory issues. I've always had sensory processing disorder. It's something I've struggled with my whole life. But within the past like 6 months to a year, it's gotten exponentially worse, where like I get overstimulated and irritable like really fucking quickly, and really easily, and I like snap at my boyfriend and not want him to touch me, and like don't come near me, and like stop with all the noises, and like showers, for whatever reason, one of my sensory things is like water. I don't like the feeling of water. And so showers have been really difficult for me, and I've had like panic attacks at the idea of having to take a shower. Like it's been a lot, to the point where it's like dramatically affecting my everyday life. And so I brought it up to my psychiatrist last night. I was like, because it's gotten worse within the last 6 months to a year, and that's around the same time I started the Cymbalta, do you think that it could be related to it? And he was like, I don't think so. He was like, I have had a extremely long suspicion that you've had ADHD. I was like, yeah, I know. Because I've never like formally been diagnosed, but I am 110% sure. And I've had multiple doctors tell me that. So he was like, I want to formally diagnose you with ADHD and get that rolling. And I said, great. So he, and everything I was telling him, he was like, God, you have ADHD. I was like, I know. And the thing is, though, that I was misdiagnosed with bipolar disorder a couple of years back, and ended up on a very massive amount of a mood stabilizer called Tegretol for a long time, for like a year. And I was on a toxic dose, where like when I got my blood drawn to see my Tegretol levels, it said toxic on it. And my doctor did not tell me. I did not realize that I was on a toxic level of Tegretol until I was like, I want to come off the Tegretol. I don't think this is working. And I came to my new psychiatrist, and she was like, holy crap, like you're on a toxic level of Tegretol. And I was like, I'm what? And she said, look at your blood screen. And I said, holy shit, nobody told me. So, because of that, because I've been misdiagnosed and over-medicated, it happened with Adderall also. I've tried Adderall in the past, and I had way too high of a dose, and it caused me to have massive amounts of anxiety and panic attacks and whatever. And so now, because of all of that, I'm like super wary about over-medicating myself. You know what I mean? That I'm really, really cautious about it now, that I really want to make sure that I'm not putting any more medicine in my system than what I absolutely need. And so when he said, I want to put you on this ADHD medication, it's called guanfacine. It's supposed to not be a stimulant. It's supposed to help with my sensory things. It sounds like a really good addition, and it sounds like it could really help me. But the idea of adding another medication is fucking scary. So I'm doing it very carefully. I'm starting at the lowest dose possible and like whatever, but nonetheless, it's very scary for me. So that's what happened yesterday. I was very tired. I slept like a fucking baby last night. So I snore really bad, especially when I'm sick. And so because Perry and I have had COVID all week, I have been snoring like a fucking maniac, man. Poor Perry. He even at one point when it woke him up in the middle of the night, he like recorded it and sent it to me so I could see what I sound like. I feel bad for the man. It's like a fucking train. And it's not all the time. It really just gets that way when I get really sick and like nasally and whatever, which I'm a little nasally right now. And so I have a snore guard that I put in my mouth to help me not snore. And Ash destroyed my snore guard yesterday. She chewed it to smithereens. Yeah. Perry and I were so mad because it's like, not only do I wake myself up with my snoring, I wake him up with my snoring, and then he tries to get me to stop snoring, which is understandable, and so he wakes me up and tells me to roll over, and so we're both being woken up in the middle of the night by my snoring. It's a pain in the ass, and so not having the snore guard is a bad story for both of us. So we were just like praying last night because we didn't have time to go get another one. We were just praying last night that it was going to be okay. And he never woke me up in the middle of the night. He seemed rested this morning. I think it's fine. I think we did okay last night, which is good, but oh, that dog. Nonetheless, I think we're all feeling good today. I have therapy today. I got to make some putty for the shop cuz I'm freaking late this week. It's fine. Everything's fine. And I'm filming this. So that's what we're doing today. Let me give you a little cross-stitch update. I did stitch yesterday, but I am far too scared to work on my Adhd because I am pretty confident at this point that it will not fit on that piece of fabric. I have yet to like really try to measure it or whatever. Again, I might need some assistance with that because I'm very confused. I also want to make sure I'm understanding 2/2 versus 2/1, so I need to do some research on that. I'm not messing with it right now because that's too much. And I have too many other amazing things that I can stitch. So I pulled out this that I started. It's like my only other ongoing whip. Everybody's doing whip parades right now and like finish parades and shit. I would do a whip parade. That sounds like fun, but I have one whip. So that's not very fun. So this was my one whip besides like what I was currently working on. This is my one whip that was set to the side. It's the only other thing that I have kitted up. And I started it before Christmas and then just like got bored of it or something. I don't remember. And I like put it away and pulled out something else. And I've been just like slowly going back to it because I don't like having it just sit here unfinished. So I pulled it back out when I realized that I didn't want to work on my Adhd any further and just throw more progress down the drain. So I pulled this out. This is the Christmas Stitch Along by Tiny Modernist. Isn't it cute? I don't know why I fell in love with it when I first saw it. And I don't know why once I started stitching it, I just got bored. I don't know. So, but it is fun. Now that I'm working on it again, it is fun. And I can't wait to have this finished. Like, that's gonna look so good. I was planning on having it finished for the Christmas season this year. That didn't happen, but nonetheless, here we are. And I have it kitted up. So this is I have singular pieces, like one strand of floss in here for the back stitch, and then the rest on bobbins. And this is my 45 pocket floss buddy with the blue one with the little deers on it. This is from Bags Plus. And here's where I'm at. So I have it in a hoop. This is called for on, oh geez, a 32 count like graceful gray or dove gray or something like that. That's not what this is. Ooh, what is this stitched on? It's stitched on a 32 count gray linen. I don't know. I think it's a witchelt. It feels like a witchelt. So Sorry, I just got a text message from the lender. I forgot to mention yesterday in Life Update that we are still looking for houses. So that is we're still house hunting, but the market freaking sucks right now. And so it's taking forever because the inventory is just awful. And if there are good houses, they go for like an exorbitant amount of money. So, but we have time. Our lease isn't up until June 1st, so we are just being patient. Anyway, you can't really see because it's all rolled up, but I've got most of it done, honestly. I would take it off of this to show you, but it's really hard to put in there and I don't feel like it. So I have Merry Christmas stitched on the bottom. I have everything done from like the midpoint down, and now I'm working midpoint up. So the border all the way around is done. Like I said, Merry Christmas on the bottom is stitched. All these little people are stitched. Look at the little Boon. Ugh. And yeah, look at him. And the snowman. I love that freaking snowman. Yeah. So I'm like actually kind of close. I'm in the trees right now. So you can see I'm working on these trees currently. There's a big line of trees, and then the house, and then another big line of trees. And the trees are probably my least favorite part of this whole thing. They're just very monotonous. But it'll look, they're gonna look really good when they're done, so it's okay. So I finished this tree and then did this whole tree last night, and I'll continue working on it probably until it's done, and then I'll start something else, or I'll restart the Adhd, or I don't know, because I have another big piece of fabric, but I'm pretty sure it's an Adhd. But an Adhd might actually be really good to do a Adhd on because there's no fractional stitches or anything, or, you know, so it might actually be, and I have a giant piece of Adhd, so it might be a good option. We'll see. This is in a hoop. This is from, oh God, no, it's not. It's from, oh God, Gina's Unique Boutique. That's where this needle minder is from. I always forget where I get my needle minders from. This is a little gingerbread guy. He's like doing the splits or something. I think he's awesome. I got my needle on there. But yeah, that's it. I'm almost positive this is a gray Witchell 32 count linen. And yeah, I'm going to frame it when it's done, and it's going to be A1 cute. And I'm excited about it. And then I'll just have it for next year. We missed out on this year, but it's okay. Perry and I are determined this weekend we're going to take our Christmas decorations down. I didn't diamond paint at all yesterday, so no progress to show you there. That's it. That's all I did was stitch last night. I just stitched a little bit on this and had a jolly old night. So hopefully a little bit more of a relaxing day today. I'm going to stitch some more. I might diamond paint. I don't know. I might just stitch. We'll see. I'm going to watch a lot of House Hunters. So that's it. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. God, I look like a train wreck. It's okay. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, the 12th? Question mark? I think it's Wednesday the 12th. I have, ooh. It got dirty. It's okay. Fuck it. Here, just look at this side. This side's prettier. I just woke up not long ago. It is still pretty early in the morning. This is not coffee, this is hot chocolate, because I have made coffee 3 times this morning, and every time it turned out wrong. So I gave up and I made hot chocolate. That's fine, right? It's fine. I'm just never gonna have coffee again. It's fine. So frustrating. Anyway, I have sort of a choice today where I could make it a not so busy day, or I could make it a pretty busy day. And I don't know which one I want to do, because yesterday was pretty busy. I thought it was going to be more relaxing. It wasn't. It was pretty busy. Went to therapy. I had to make putty for the shop restock because I was freaking late this week. And then, you know, a bunch of other crap, just school stuff, shop stuff, all sorts of stuff, preparing for the fact that I go back to school next week, the whole 9. So I had a very busy day yesterday. As you can see, I have House Hunters on in the background because I was just watching House Hunters, and I'm going to continue watching House Hunters. Today, I need to package orders and ship them out, and then I could stop there, or I could start working on my formula for wax because I'm wanting to release wax again in the shop. So I could do that or I could just not, you know, and I can't decide. I haven't decided what I want to do yet today. That's about it. Short update today, which is fine because you've had a couple long ones and it's only Wednesday. I did stitch last night. I didn't diamond paint yesterday. I might diamond paint today. I haven't decided yet, but I did stitch last night. Here's where we are. I finished this whole tree and then started this one, and this is pissing me off because do you see how that's not centered? Excuse Ollie, he is in a box and he's making noise. I miscounted somewhere and I didn't feel like ripping it out, and so it ended up I was not able to center this thing, the star part, so I just left it. It's fine, everything's fine. So I just left it and moved on to the next tree, and that's this guy right here. He's about, I don't know, almost halfway done. So just a lot of tree stitching. It's a lot of just rows and rows and rows of the same color and counting, and it's quite tedious, but that's going well. Hopefully we'll move on to something more interesting soon. Ollie is in a box. Hi, bud. I got a box from Bath and Body Works yesterday because I'm getting the wallflowers. Does anybody else have the wallflowers in their house? Because I discovered them from my, oh, she's a family member. I don't know exactly where in the family tree she lands, but I walked into her house and I was like, oh my God, what is that smell? It smells so good in here. And she was like, it's the wallflowers from Bath and Body Works. I was like, where do I click buy? Where do I purchase? And so she was like, yeah, they're having the semi-annual whatever 75% off sale and all that kind of stuff. So I went, yes, please. I went on Bath and Body Works. Yes, I got, and I didn't feel like going in store, so I ordered it online, and was able to get the sale, which was great. I ordered 2 wallflowers, one for in here in the living room and one for in our bedroom. I'm thinking of trying to get another one for the bathroom, but I haven't decided yet. And then I ordered 2 of the refills to go in them, and I ordered the scent Strawberry Pound Cake, and I was very excited about it. And then right before they shipped it out, they said they had to cancel both of the scents, and they were just sending the wallflowers. And I was like, why? So I had to go on and order 2 more from a different scent. So now the wallflowers are here, but I don't have scents for them, which is frustrating. But I gave the box to Ollie, and he's living his best life. Which is my cat, by the way, in case you didn't know. He's obsessed with boxes. I think most cats are. You can't see it today, but we still have our Christmas tree up this weekend. It's like, I'm kind of sad to take it down, honestly, because I love turning it on in the morning, and like, it's so pretty, and it makes me kind of sad to have to take it down, but nonetheless, we're gonna do it. I think nonetheless is like my favorite word of the week. I want to know, I'm interested to count how many times I've said it in the course of this video. If you want to play a drinking game, just start this video over and take a shot every time I say nonetheless. And you'll be like drunk off your ass. It'll be fun. But that's it. I'm going to stitch more today. I might actually diamond paint today. I haven't decided. Do I have a relaxed day or do I have a busy day? Because if I don't do wax today, then I'll have to do it on like Friday. But then that'll be the only thing I'll be doing on Friday. So maybe it'll be, yeah, maybe I do that. Because then I have one thing to do each day. Yeah. So today is package orders. Tomorrow is I have training. I have a meeting in the morning with I think she's going to be my supervisor for the internship. I have a meeting with her to start training, and then Friday can be wax formula. I think that sounds like a good plan. I think that sounds like a really good plan. I think that's what we're gonna do. So today I'm just packaging orders and that's it. I have like 23 orders, I think, so not too bad. I've had days where I've had 60, and it takes me like 10 fucking years. It takes so long. But 21 shouldn't be that bad. I should be able to knock that out pretty quickly, and then I'll probably just stitch and or diamond paint for the rest of the day. So thank God, because I'm still like I'm in like the final stages of getting over COVID, and I'm just exhausted. And I'm also stressed, and so that doesn't help with my exhaustion because, you know, school's about to start and all of that feels very stressful. So it's like, I'm just tired. I'm just tired. But that's it. That's it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday. Yes, Thursday, January 13th. I need like a calendar so I can do this in front of me whenever I do this. Oh my God. It's almost the end of the week, y'all. And I still feel like I have so much to do. It's like, I don't know. Anyway, I have hot chocolate again this morning because I could not be bothered to try again with coffee. Could not be bothered. Nope, not happening. And I'm getting ready. I was getting ready to jump on the Zoom call that I have today with the social media manager at Bookster for my internship, for training, for whatever we were going to talk about. And she emails me and she's like, hey, I got super caught up, super busy. I am not going to be able to make the call today. Can you meet tomorrow? It's like, fine. So I was like, well, okay, I guess I'll just switch up my days and make wax today. Like, try to play around with wax today, and then do that tomorrow, I guess. So we're doing that. And then I also got an email from, God, what is her name? From Paul, who is the director of my program at school. No, it's not from Paul. It's still early, okay? I'm exhausted. I slept like crap last night because we've been trying out having Ash sleep with us in the bed. She's crate trained. She usually sleeps in the crate at night. And we've been trying out letting her sleep with us because we love her too much. And it's been working out fine for a little. We've been doing it for like a week or so, and it's been working out fine except for last night. She drove me fucking insane last night and woke me up like a gajillion times, and I did not get a good night's sleep. So I'm sorry if I sound a little foggy brained this morning. It's because I am, because I'm tired. But the email I actually got was from a woman at the school named Jennifer, who apparently like organizes the internships and stuff. That like you find an internship and go to her, and then she gets you like registered, because you have to register for like an internship class. And so Paul, who is the director of the program, was telling me like, you need to email her, she'll have paperwork for you, whatever. And of course this feels so like stressed and rushed to me because school starts next week. It's fine. And so I emailed her and said, hey, Paul said you had some paperwork for me, just like send me a link and I'll start filling it out today. And she was like, because I thought that's what it was. And she was like, oh no, actually you need to schedule a meeting with me. It's like a whole orientation thing, like a Zoom meeting. I was like, so I went on this morning and scheduled a Zoom meeting tomorrow. So I have 2 meetings tomorrow, so that'll be fun. And then I'm making wax today, so plans have changed. I also am like patiently waiting as more and more, because the trend with the housing market in Colorado right now is just fucking awful. It's so bad. The market is so bad that it's like there's very low inventory. Sorry if you can hear the garbage man outside. It's very, very low inventory, which means there are not very many houses up for sale right now. And if houses do pop up for sale, because there's such a low inventory, they're like trying to get away with charging an arm and a fucking leg for a house that's not worth that much, just because they can, because there are people that are desperate that will pay that much. And Perry and I are trying to be really careful and not spend too much on our first home and like not buy a house for more than it's worth. It's a pain in the butt. So, and we're not afraid of fixers, and we're not, we're both very handy, so that, we don't have problems doing all of the renovations ourselves. So it's like, there are a few like criteria we need in a house. We would like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It's not necessary. We could do a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-bedroom, 1-bath. That would be fine. But 3-bedroom, 2-bath would be preferred. We need a large yard for Ash. He needs a 2-car garage. I need an office. 2-bed. So at least 2 bedrooms. And we need to be within like 45 minutes of Perry's work. Because anything further away than that, it's like he's spending so much time in the car, and we're losing, me and the children are losing time with him, and that's not fun. So it's like we have a few criteria, but for the most part, we're pretty fucking open in terms of like what the inside of the house looks like, what the layout is like, what style the house is, when it was built, blah, 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 blah. Like, I've watching house hunters that are like, oh my God, it's not my contemporary style of house. And I'm like, you lucky sons of bitches that get to go, oh my God, it's not my style. I want a different house. It's like, that's not the market right now. We don't get to do that. So, because otherwise I have all sorts of opinions on those things, but I don't feel like I totally don't feel like I can exercise that right now. And our max budget is like $400,000. We don't really want to spend more than that. And out here in the Denver metro area, that doesn't get you a lot. And another thing that like angers me about house hunters is that you'll see in different parts of the world where like a $200,000 house, $300,000 house is like big and luxurious and beautiful. And I'm like, yeah, this dumpster fire just came on the market and it's $389. We might want to go look at it because that's as cheap as we're going to see. And it's like, ugh, it's so dumb. So I saw a house pop up on the market today. It needed a little bit of work, but it was pretty cute, and it was here in Thornton. 2-car garage, large yard, all the things, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It was $414,000, listed at $414,000. Now, mind you, when you're looking at listing prices right now in Colorado, you add about $20,000 to that for what you might actually pay, because there's a bidding war on every single house. It's so annoying. So I was like, okay, so that's like immediately 430 or whatever. Like, no. I don't even like 414 really. That's still too much. But then, there's going to be a bidding war and the house needs work. And it's like, fuck. It's because it's in Thornton. For whatever reason, Thornton is freaking expensive, man. Which is where I live currently. So, but then I saw another house that popped up, and we'll see if more houses pop up today or tomorrow, because that seems to be the trend, is that listing agents will wait until the weekend. My hair looks fucking insane today. Listing agents will wait until the weekend, and then they'll put up houses on like Thursdays and Fridays so that it'll sell over the weekend, so that people will book their showings, come and buy it over the weekend. So houses are gone really fast, and they go for a lot of money. So it's so annoying. We're like waiting for the right, a house that's listed at like $350 that we're willing to go to $380, or $360 that we're willing to go to $380, or even $380 that we're willing to go to $400, something like that that's not exorbitant. And I saw a house this morning. It was actually like a big house in a normal neighborhood. I was very surprised to see something like that in my budget, because it was like a 2-story, like big house. 1,600 square feet. It was a large house, and it had a really, really large yard. It was like 7,000 square foot yard, which is, I don't know how many acres. I think that's like 0.2 something. Anyway, and it had a 2-car garage, and it was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,600 square feet. It was great in terms of the things and it had a basement. And Perry and I have been talking about how we wanted a basement to have because we have a projector that we can't use right now because we don't have the space. And so it's like having a place to put the projector and have that be like a movie room would be so fun. But finding a basement makes a house more expensive, and so we were like, well, it's not necessary, whatever. But when we find houses that have basements, we're like, oh my God, added bonus, we wanted a basement anyway. So this house has all of that, but it needs a lot of work. It's rough. It's like all the floors need to go, all the walls need to be painted. The kitchen needs to be almost completely rehabbed. And it's listed at $384,900. A little pricier for how much renovation it needs, but I sent it in a group text to Mom and Perry, just because my mom is my real estate agent. She's a real estate agent, and so my mom is our real estate agent. So I sent it to them to just see what they said, see what they thought, because it had central AC. It was built in 1970, which wasn't too long ago, because we've looked at 100-plus-year-old houses. Like, it fit all of the things. It just needed a lot of work. That, like, it's right now, yeah, it's ugly on the inside. It's big, fat, ugly, but, like, maybe we could, I don't know. We'll see. So that's what I'm doing today. I did stitch last night or yesterday. I actually got quite a bit done because I had quite a bit of time to stitch yesterday, and I'll probably have more time to stitch today. I did not diamond paint. So if you guys don't know, I posted this on my story if you follow me on Instagram, but a while ago, like a couple months ago, I entered, Diamond Art Club was having like a contest type thing where like you submitted a video of you like answering some questions that they laid out a list of questions for you to answer. And they said if you send a video of yourself answering these questions and we like the video, then you'll be in an ad that we'll put that, because we're wanting these videos for an ad that we're going to do for Diamond Art Club. So you'll be in one of our ads, and you'll get a $200 Diamond Art Club gift card if you're one of the selected winners. And I was. I was one of the selected winners, and so I got a $200 gift card to Diamond Art Club. I immediately bought a painting for me that I had been wanting for a while, bought a painting for a friend because share the love, and then I have been saving the rest of it because the first diamond painting, geez, words this morning. The first diamond painting that I had ever saw from Diamond Art Club that I wanted, that made me sort of dive into the rabbit hole that is Diamond Art Club, was Fuji Flora by Dominic Davison. It's one of my favorite paintings that Diamond Art Club has. And for whatever reason, I have not bought it until this day. I don't know if it's because it's one of the pricier ones. I don't know what the reasoning was for the fact that I have not bought that one yet. Maybe it's because it's always sold out. I don't know. But I have been waiting and saving my gift card for Fuji Flora to come back into stock. And last night I got an email that it did. It came back into stock. So I went, oh my God, and ran because I was like, just in case it's going to sell out in like 5 minutes, in case a lot of people are waiting for it, I need to like get in, go, go, go. So with the remainder of my gift card, I got Fuji Flora for $13. I was so excited because like it's usually like what, 70 or something, $70, and I couldn't fully cover it with the rest of my gift card, but I only paid $13 for it. I was like, oh yeah. And then I got a notification this morning, it's already shipped. I ordered it last night and it's already shipped. I was like, okay, Diamond Art Club. And so now I've gotten questions of like, oh my God, it's so exciting. Are you going to start it right away? And I'm like, I don't know. I still need to finish Snow Deer. I might start that one after it, but I was also, no, I don't think I'm going to start it right away. I think I'm going to like save it, let it marinate for a little bit. Maybe I'll do it because I am planning the next diamond painting that I want to do, I think is Always by Sarah Richter. For a mindfulness diamond painting. I think that's the one that I'm going to do next. And then maybe after that, I'll do Fuji Flora. I'm not 100% sure yet. We're just going to kind of, because usually I try to do my oldest diamond paintings first. So like the ones that I've had the longest, so that I don't like, I don't know, just like start stuff that's brand new because it's exciting or whatever. I still want to enjoy my old kits. And so it's like, I wouldn't usually just jump in and start a brand new diamond painting, but like I might for Fuji Flora. We'll have to see. I'll let you guys know, and I'll show you when it comes, because how freaking exciting, right? I was so pumped. My boyfriend was like half asleep because it was decently late at night. Excuse me. It was decently late at night, and he's like in bed about to fall asleep, and I run into our bedroom and I'm like, oh my god, Fuji Flora's back in stock, and he's like half asleep and he's like, oh, that's great, babe. Because he knows how much I've wanted that painting, even to the point where he was like, I tried endlessly to find anybody. He told me this after Christmas, that he was like, I wanted to get you Fuji Flora for Christmas because I know how much you wanted it. He was like, I would have paid anybody who had it, I would have paid $200 to get you that diamond painting. And he was like, I could not find a single person who was selling it. I was like, that's really sweet, but like $200? Nonetheless, I was like, it's fine. Don't even worry. He couldn't find it and he was really upset about it, but I was like, don't worry about it. Cause it'll come back into stock and I'll get it for $13, you know? And then sure enough it did. So I ran and he was like, oh, that's great, babe. You know, like he was done. He was asleep, but I'm very excited. So that's that. Oh, I want to show you the stitching I did last night. Un momento. Okay, I always forget to bring it over here with me. So I got a lot done last night, and I'm having problems because this fabric is like barely big enough for this pattern, and so I'm having to like finagle it a little bit. But here's where I'm at. You see how I'm finagling? Because I need to get all the way up into this corner. So I finished the trees. As you can see, I put the lights with the back stitch and the whatever. I finished it all. The trees are donezos. Thank God, right? And then I did some of the snowflakes around the tree, and then I finished the border all the way up and did this little peppermint in the corner. I got quite a bit done last night, right? I was pretty freaking proud of myself. So I'm gonna continue going over on the border as far as I can, and then I'm gonna move my hoop over and probably start on the house that's right here, that's supposed to go right here next to the trees. So, and just work my way over, and we'll meet the border on this side is stitched halfway up, so we'll just meet it to end. I've got a fourth of it left. How exciting is that, right? And I think I have an idea for what I want to start after this, because I've come to the conclusion that I am almost certain that my Adhd is not gonna fit because I stitched it 2/2 instead of 2/1. So it went in the closet. It's on hold for a minute because I want to do it someday. I will do it someday, but after stitching that much of it, it needs a break for a minute. So what I think I'm going to stitch is, again, I do the same thing with my cross stitch where I try to go to some of my older ones before I do the newer ones. So I think I'm going to stitch, oh my God, what is it called? Dreaming Girl by Barbara Anna Designs. I have that. I have all every pattern that I have floss and fabric for already. It's already like, I have the whole shebang. I just need to like kit it up and start it. So I have floss and fabric in the whole 9 yards, but it's one of the first cross stitch I ever got because I fell in love with it, and I think I might start that one after I'm done with this, and I'm very excited about it. So that's that. We'll see if I'm in the mood to diamond paint today. I keep saying that. Every single week I've said, maybe I'll diamond paint, and I always just end up stitching and that's it. So we'll see. I might be in the mood to diamond paint today. I kind of don't bank on it though. Don't bank that we're going to come back tomorrow and I'm going to be like, look, I did progress on my diamond painting, because it probably didn't. You're probably just going to see more progress on this and it's going to be fine. So that's it. My house is actually somewhat clean today. I'm very proud of myself. We got one more day left to go in this vlog, and then it'll be posted tomorrow. So, have a good rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey y'all, it's the last day of the vlog. It's Friday. Today's been a day. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm about to start House Hunters in the background. I'm filming this a little later. I've been filming them in the morning lately, but I woke up and went freaking running with it. So this morning at 11 a.m. I had a meeting with the internship coordinator at school. Went over a bunch of paperwork with me, whatever. started filling out all that paperwork, and then at noon, I had a meeting with the social media manager at Bookster, who is my supervisor, question mark? I think so, because it sort of is a shared thing between the CEO himself and the social media manager. I talk to both of them, and I'm part of the social media team, so it makes sense. But she sort of started walking me through some of the things today. It surprised me so much when she answered the call, because she was like, yeah, it's like midnight my time. I was like, I'm sorry, what? It's noon? What do you mean it's like midnight your time? And I was like, where are you? And she was like, oh, I'm in India. I was like, oh, crap. Oh my God. I was like, so you just work throughout the night? She's like, yeah, that's pretty normal for me. I work from like 7 a.m. to like 3, or 7 p.m. to like 3 a.m. or what. I'm like, girl, no. Girl, no, I'm sleeping. It's like, no wonder she doesn't answer my emails during the day. I've always wondered why she doesn't answer my emails during the day. It's because she's fucking sleeping, man. Good to know. But it's totally fine. She's like, no, yeah, I'm used to being up, you know, whatever. I said, okay. But anyway, I had a meeting with her, and she kind of showed me the ropes. It's hard, because it was training. I did learn some things, but I have never it wasn't like, I don't know, an official training. Here are your daily tasks. Here's what you should do today. Here's what the plan is for Monday, whatever. It was just like, here's how we do some things. And then it was us like brainstorming and going, okay, well then maybe we're going to do this in the future. We'll have a meeting with Scott, who's the CEO, and blah, blah, blah. We ended up just like brainstorming most of the time, which was great. It was very exciting, and it was cool to bounce ideas off of each other and stuff. Cause we are running it's for the company called Bookster, where we're running the Instagram page. So she had me post on their Instagram today. So I made my first post on their Instagram, and it scared the living bejesus out of me. So to like officially, I'm like, I feel like I'm an imposter on this Instagram page, but here we are. And then Scott, the CEO, is also wanting me to dive into the TikTok side of things as well, and work on TikTok and stuff like that, which is definitely in my wheelhouse. I can do that. So. And I also was like, this is totally fine. I signed up for a video editing internship. This doesn't feel like a video editing internship. I don't know why he called it a video editing internship if he just wanted me to work in social media. Nonetheless, it was on, social media was on my resume. So I completely get that. Like my TikTok page, everything was on my resume. So I get why he led me there. And I'm very interested in social media. I've always thought about being a social media manager and stuff like that. It's just not what I was expecting when I signed up for a video editing internship. And so I told her that. I was like, yeah, I'm a video editor, so I'm kind of like, whatever. And she was like, oh, you're an editor. She's like, I thought you were like social media. Well, I was like, I am, but I'm going to school for video editing. I am a video editor. I can do all of the above. And she was like, oh, okay. So she talked about maybe in the future getting me into some editing for them, like if they were to do YouTube videos and stuff, and TikTok, or just editing stuff for them. But right now I'm helping them manage their social media page, which is mainly Instagram at the moment. So, but it was cool. It's exciting to be a part of this, to be working on something that's for an actual company, and it's great. So that was fun. It's a gloomy as heck day today. It's very dark outside. So I'm sorry if this video looks a little dark. I'm probably brightening it up a little bit in editing, but it's pretty dark today. It kind of makes me sad. And I've been looking for houses to come on the market today, and literally none. Woohoo! It's like, I guess it's for the best, because my mom, who is our real estate agent, is in Belize. So she couldn't really show us houses anyway, but she's done it before where she says like, oh, Maya, because I know how like, I've shown houses for my mom before. I know how that works. And so she has said before to listing agents that it's like, oh, is it okay if my assistant shows the house because I'm out of town and I'm her assistant? And so I'll just like show us the house. And that's worked out fine in the past. So we could do that if they allow the assistant to come do it. But it's like, we probably don't even have any houses to go see this weekend, which makes me kind of sad, but whatever. It's like the thing I'm the worst at in the whole entire world is just like being patient. So I need to just be patient, but here we are. So that was today. I was working on stuff for Bookster for the internship and chatting with her and whatever for and filling out paperwork for the school for the internship. I've been doing that for like 3 hours now. I started at noon. I like just finished. And I'm feeling like, because I only did like one thing for them, and so now I'm like, should I be like messaging her and asking if there's anything else she wants me to do today, or like, I don't know. But I just left it. It's my first day. I don't know. I wasn't even expecting to be doing work for them today, but she was like, at the end of the meeting, she was like, okay, I'm gonna text the CEO and see if we're doing a social media post today. And then, I'll let you know which one we're going to post, because there's a whole team of like designers, graphic designers and stuff that make all of these posts for us. And then they put it in a Slack and like a message thing, and we can pick which ones we like to put on Instagram. Or they get feedback and they change it and then we put it on Instagram or whatever. And so she was like, hold on, let me just, text the CEO real quick or whatever. And so she texts me a few minutes later. We get off the call and she texts me a few minutes later and is like, hey, this is the one we're putting up today. And I said, okay, great, I'll go post it. And went to the Instagram and posted it, wrote a caption, did the whole thing. And I was like shitting bricks, but for my first day, I was not expecting to be, oh, let's get you working. But I just did one thing, so who cares? But the social media team meets every Monday. They have like a Zoom meeting every Monday. So it's like I'm going to be meeting with everybody on Monday and we're going to be talking about what we're doing that week or whatever. But she was saying that like we need to plan what post is going to go up tomorrow. And I'm like, do you still want me to help you like plan that, what we're going to put up tomorrow? Or like, it feels a little chaotic, but it's okay. Everything's okay. I'm not getting paid for it. So it's not like it's like I want to be there and like responsible and like a good little intern or whatever, but also I'm not getting paid for it, and so it's not my responsibility. It's like a really delicate balance of being there and being helpful and being responsible and whatever, but also like not sitting there and going, oh my god, it's my first day, I need to like no, I'm not getting paid for this. And I just like I'm barely in the business. So we'll see. I did stitch last night, stitch yesterday, and I even did one section of my diamond painting. Woohoo! So I'm going to show you my one section, because so exciting, right? I did this section right here. So fun. I'm getting close. I still think I'm going to do Always by Sarah Richter after this one is done, and then maybe I'll do Fuji Flora, because it'll be here by then. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. I'll decide when I get there. Yeah, that's it. And then I stitched last night. So that's that with the diamond painting. And then I stitched last night. Y'all, I got a pretty good amount done. So we've changed positions. Woohoo! So I finished the border all the way up and over. So you can see there was the little peppermint we left off on yesterday. And I stitched the border all the way to this little candy cane. And then I moved the hoop over. And I stitched the snow going all the way across on the bottom here, this little light post, and I even did the back stitching on it and everything. And now you can see right here, I'm starting with the big red house that goes in the middle. And then we've got, I'm gonna, at some point, at some point I'm gonna have to move the hoop again to sort of like connect the border up here, because I fucked up. But then I'll continue the border up along the top. Oh no, I know what's up here. It's just like the smoke coming out of the chimney. So I'll do that once I'm done with the house itself, and then do the smoke coming out of the chimney. Continue on with the border, and then there's more trees over here and like a bear that sits right there, and then we're done. Connect it down the sides. We're done. We're getting really close. Ta-da! So that's fun. So I'm gonna finish that hopefully pretty quick. Perry and I don't have much to do this weekend because I don't think we're gonna go looking at any houses, which makes me want to fucking cry, man. I just want us to be in our house, you know? It's so frustrating to be like, okay, I want to go buy a house, and then you have to like wait forever and ever to even have like a viable option come on the market, you know? It's really, especially when you hear about other times in the market where inventory was better and you could go out and you'd have 4 houses to choose from or 10 houses to choose from, and you just pick your favorite. And you could like negotiate down or whatever. Like, it was crazy. I was like, I can't imagine, you know, putting in an offer for anything less than like 5,000 over asking. They're like, not even asking. That's not gonna fly in this market right now. So this is a seller's market, so I just have to like deal with it, I guess. But it does make me a little sad. Our lease isn't up until June 1st though, so like there's definitely time. I get antsy. It's one of those things where like, where I said earlier, like being patient is like one of the hardest things in the world for me. I'm really not good at being patient. So anyway, that's it, y'all. I'll check in with you again on Monday next week about the progress I made over the weekend. I hope you guys liked this video and you like this style of video, because this is working really well for me, being able to just do a couple minutes each day, and then as soon as I'm done filming it, I slap it into the editor, do some editing stuff, and then on Friday, like today, I can just slap this piece in, edit it a little bit, this clip, edit it a little bit, and then send it off into YouTube land, you know? So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you want me to keep doing these, and I will. I'm happy to. So hope you have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your weekend or whatever, and you get a lot of stitching done, and I love you all. Bye!